about the season that we're moving into. So we're coming off the fall, coming off of the winter. Most everybody has just had spring break. You talk a lot about, you've always bought and sold homes in those winter months.
Got me.
We are moving into the spring, moving into the summer. Have people missed the boat? Like, have people missed an amazing opportunity?
So I'm going to answer that in about 1 minute. But if you ever watch our YouTube, producer Mason is chomping at the bit right now to do one of those crazy political, like, Todd Tramonte exposed video deals right now. Because what Ian just said is, hey, Todd, you tell people that you buy houses in the fall and winter. It's not fall and winter. So is everyone hosed, right? I mean, that's kind of the extreme political argument, YouTube, thumbnail image deal that Mason's probably dying to do right now on this. Here's the deal. No, it's not too late. I do prefer personally to buy and sell in the fall and winter because I believe it provides a really unique strategy when it comes to marketing and negotiation. But listen, the spring and summer are great times to buy and sell. It's just important that people understand the reason I like fall and winter is because most people, most consumers, most buyers and sellers, and sadly, this is the sad part, most real estate agents, notice I didn't say professionals, most real estate agents who have a license, they only have one strategy. The typical buyer, the typical seller, the typical real estate agent only has one strategy. And they don't know what strategy it is. It's just the strategy. And it's designed for spring and summer. It's designed for lots of activity. We'll take what the market gives us. If there's a lot of buyers, we have to pay more. If there's a lot of sellers, we can get a good deal. That it's just kind of a default setting. We have a strategy that works with whatever the market gives us and whatever's left over by everybody else. That doesn't mean that you can't create another really great strategy for that market also. And we do it all year long, hundreds of times for buyers and sellers that buy in the spring and summer. You're not going to get a worse deal. You just need to make sure that you're working with an agent that has a strategy that will create an advantageous situation for you that is different, that is differentiated, that is set apart, that is, creative. And you're not just going to go along to get along and take whatever everybody else is going to get, right? So in this market, the average agent says, hey, you want a home over in Canyon Creek in Richardson? You're just going to have to outbid somebody. You want a house over in, Tanglewood in Fort Worth? Just buckle up, get pre-qualified for your max number, and let's go try to beat someone over the head with more money. You want to sell right now? Good news, there's more buyers. Bad news, there's more sellers, right?
Yep.
If you're buying in the spring, sellers are more confident. How do we create a strategy so that you don't have to just throw more money at it? And we can do that. If you want to do that, call our office right now as fast as possible. That's not because there's pressure. That's because we need time. Don't get stuck being in a hurry in the spring and summer. Plan ahead. Call our office right now, 214-310-0008. 214-310-0008. Or you can go online to overunderagent.com. We'll connect, we'll set up a time to create what we call a strategy session to get a game plan together for you. Don't wait until you want to buy a house this weekend and you're going to go out this weekend. You're going to get clobbered in this market because everyone's got the same strategy and now you've backed yourself into a corner where you have to have the same strategy. I didn't plan ahead. I'm in a hurry. I fell in love with a house. Let's throw as much money as we can at it. That's the only strategy we've got. So again, long answer to a short question, but I would be failing you if I said, hey, spring and summer's the busy time, so good luck.
Right.
There is a great strategy for this market. It's just not the stereotypical standard. Buyers have to spend more, and sellers can be jerks.
So this is the time of year that a lot of people start talking to us. I've definitely already had this conversation this year, and I know several of our other team members have. But for people that are thinking about waiting till school's over, like they want to make the move over the summer break,
right?
What's the biggest piece of advice that you can give somebody to do with that? This
is a really good question, and I wasn't smart enough to plan on forcing it into the show. So whoever asked it, thank you, and thanks Ian for making sure we got it on air. Let me just play a little game with you. Let's play a timeline game, okay? Let's just say that Bob from Keller is on the phone right now, and he's saying, my family and I want to move this summer. We'd like to do it early in the summer so we can enjoy it and so we can be settled in before we get back to school and the heavy swing of work.
Yep.
So let's just assume that person wants to be in their house, let's say early June. Okay?
Okay.
Well, it's mid-March right now. And I would say to you this. You need to be shopping right now. Not because...
But it's only mid-March.
Right, it's only mid-March. And you're just a real estate agent that wants me to hurry up so you can get a commission. False, wrong, English accent or American accent. That's not correct. So here we go. Here's why, okay? If you want to be in a home in June, which is, by the way, if you want to move in the summer, June's a great idea because sometimes there are delays. Sometimes you might not find something you love. Sometimes you might want to travel. Sometimes closing could be delayed. And most of the time, you want to move in June. You won't be even unpacked until mid to late July, and that's if you're really good. And by the time school starts, which in our area this year is going to be mid-August, you want to at least have some semblance of normalcy so you and your kids and your neighbors aren't in complete chaos mode when you go through the chaos of back to school. Even if you don't have kids in school, when the school zone lights come back on, we'd like to have some semblance of normalcy and routine. So here's what happens. In order to close and fund and move in June, you need to absolutely be rock solid under contract by early May. At the latest, right? Probably more like late April, right? You need to give yourself at least 4 to 6 weeks to close and fund on a transaction, right? So that's late April. It's mid-March. That means we're talking like 6 weeks away. 5 weeks probably to be under contract and confident that's the home we want to buy. In a market with really low inventory and high competition from buyers, you've got to give yourself 4 to 6 weeks to find something so you're not pressured into buying something you don't love. Well, guess what? That's only 5 weeks away, and we just said 4 to 6 weeks is the minimum you want to give yourself to safely be able to make wise choices for you and your family.
So we're really talking about 3 months is somewhat of a timeline to think through.
3 months is a wise and safe timeline. Can it be done in less? Absolutely. But if it's done in less, are you going to be hurried? Is there going to be much more stress? Are you much more likely to make a poor choice? Yes, yes, and yes.
Yeah.
That's the answer to the question. It sounds like a real estate agent is saying, go now, go now, go now. What really someone's saying is, hey, start now so that this can be a peaceful, reasonable process where you make wise decisions around the stewardship of your money, your time, your family's energy and stress and focus. Now, if you want to be, now trust me, if you're okay moving in July, then, you've got 30 days of wiggle room. But in North Texas, back to school this year is mid-August. So you don't want to be playing this game where you're like, oh, we'll get it done. And then you call a real estate agent in July and they're like, yeah, you're going to be moving in during that second week of school. Wait, what? That's what it takes. And if you want to be really prepared and protect your family in the event that you had an appraisal issue or weather delayed a repair or there's a bank holiday that no one thought about and that costs you a week, July 4th, then you should be paying attention to these things. You need a professional that knows to pay attention to these things for you. And we would love to be that professional at the Todd Tramonte home selling team. But listen, if you have another trusted professional, they will be telling you the same things. If they're not telling you the same things, then you want to ask that question. Is this person a professional and can I trust them? But we would love to earn your business. If we can, give us a call, 214-310-0008 or go online to overunderagent.com. 214-310-0008 or overunderagent.com. And one of my amazing team members at the Todd Tramonte home selling team will sit down with you and slowly and respectfully walk through what we call a strategy session and ask you a lot of questions about what you want, what you need, how they can help you, what your timeline is. But even if it's not us, do that now. If your goal is to be in a home this summer, start now. It's fine if you say, hey, we've got 60 days instead of 30. We're going to go on a vacation and we can relax. It's not okay to not think about this until June and then be absolutely in a hurry, still trying to go on vacation and panicked that August and September are going to be a complete and utter nightmare, because they probably will. So even if it's not us, plan ahead. If your goal is summer, now's the time to be getting your ducks in a row, to get that strategy session, to get a game plan, and whatever metaphor you want. We like sports metaphors.
Love sports metaphors.
Real quick, let me get